shit, I just hope this intro works. Let's try it. Let's go. Happy Friday, bitches.
Live from the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack, featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
What's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Today is Friday, March 5th, 2021, and this is episode number 205 of the show. I can't believe it worked. Yesterday it got all fucked up. It didn't work. It's working today, and I'm here for it. Oh my goodness. It's a Friday. It's a fancy Friday. We made it through the week. We're here. We're raring and ready to go. You guys got big plans for the weekend? Anybody doing anything fun? I'm going to do my first yard work for the year. I don't do, like, once the winter hits and we get our first freeze, I tell Nora, once that first freeze comes, I'm done until March. And then the first week in March, I will start doing yard work again. So I pray for a freeze in, like, November. And if it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You know, it's kind of like sex. But we're here. I'm going to be doing some yard work. So let's get to it. Let's get this show started. We got a lot to get to. I'm glad the intro worked. It was all fucked up yesterday. We got that fixed. We always start with a shout out to the chat, which is the chat. By the way, my little stream deck thing here isn't working properly. Like, it's supposed to switch. Like, if I do the chat, does it? Oh, now it's working. This raggedy bitch wasn't working before. So it's working now. Let's do the chat. Congrats to Marvin Wingfield. Busting it open. He's got that WAP. What? Hey, listen, Marvin was first in. The greatest deckhead in the history of deckheads for 2 hours on a Friday in March 2021 only. This is like, listen, you get your time and that's it, Marvin. But dude, congrats on the Triple Crown. He got in early, got the first like, got the first Triple Crown, and I'm here for it because I like to see you guys encouraging each other. Like, House was like, Marvin, get that chat in, hurry up. I dig that. Instead of, the cock block and meanness, I appreciate you guys trying to help each other get the Triple Crown. I like that. I like to see it. So let's do the rest of the chat, shall we? Rev House is in the building. Had fun streaming with him last night. Gregor Vega Jr., what's up, man? Dude, please tell Pops I said hello and that I hope he's doing well and staying healthy. There is the Marvin Wingfield super chat that you guys may or may not have seen. KD in the building. Keith Sager. It's a Long Talk Friday, bitch. Let's go. Keith, I'm going to expect you to have a question ready for me. I'm just going to look. I got one question from Total Dallas on the Discord, but it is a Long Talk Friday. So, Keith, get your shit together and let's go. B Mart, what's up, playa? Good to see you, Brandon Martinez, one of our Discord moderators. Francisco Abarca, all the way from Texas. Donna Rogers, my sweetie, how are you? The matriarch of the deckheads. Eric Resendez in the building. What's up, playa? Justin Swinford is here. He said, happy Fancy Friday. By the way, he came up with the term Fancy Friday. I dig it. He said, I'll be on the corner doing dope with the same old nasty ass deckheads from last week. Aaron J. Bryant's in the building. I'm Aaron, every time I see your name, I think of you as a Falcons fan, and I wonder what it's like to suffer. And then I go, oh yeah, I'm a Texans fan. We get it. Sandoval and H-Town Total Dallas is here. Steven the Weather Guy with the weather update. Current conditions at BiffNet World Headquarters, 60s, 2.59 degrees, cloudy skies, 80% chance. I have decided to apply to a meteorology certificate program. Dude, that is fucking dope. I just want to take a second and say, good for you, man. Good for you. Chase those fucking dreams, homie. All of you out there, chase your dreams. If this is what you've always wanted to do, what is stopping you? You. That's what. So I'm proud of you, Steven. Good shit. If you need any help from us, let us know. Go get them, man. I'm excited for you. Truck Driver Pookie's in the building. Jesus Perez is in the building. John Dory is here. VB is here. D-Mata. Getting excited. I like it. No more Congo cock blocker from D-Mata. Billy Keller is in the building. Fidel Limon, what's up? Got a nap in. You're lucky. Yuri Elville in a wave of my sweet CC. Hello, girl. Wallace Wiltz. Alan Denson. Jen. Hi, Jen. Joe Pro is gracing us with his presence today. I like it. Donna. Fidel, we got. Robert is here. Amos is here. Stephen Luther. All right, let's get it. Let's get crack-a-lackin'. Raymond. What's up, Ray? Who else? Sylvia is here. What up, girl? Good to see you. Okay, let's go. Let's get it started. I always wanted to, I used to start with show updates, and we're going to get to them. We're going to get to the $5 Fridays that you guys were so gracious to send me. We're going to get to all that, but I've been trying to start with sports because I want to keep some of these folks hanging around. So let's start off with a sports question that I have for all of you guys. You guys, it's a pretty simple question. Oh, I don't know why that thing's in the middle, but that's weird. I must have exported it like that. That's my bad. Here's the question. Here, let's do this instead. I'll just throw this up on the screen rather than that other weird ass one. If you were either of these teams, Jeremy said he didn't get a shout out. He's quitting. I love you, Jeremy. Don't quit. You raggedy, raggedy bitch. If you were either one of these teams, the Seahawks or the Texans, and the other team offered you a straight up 1-for-1 trade for quarterbacks. If you're the Texans, do you take Russell Wilson? Now, look, I know there's salary cap and dead money and all that. That's not what we're discussing here today. What I want to know is, would you trade Deshaun Watson straight up for Russell Wilson? And would you trade Russell Wilson straight up for Deshaun Watson? Hello, Sid. Hello. Right, yeah. Thanks for being here, Sid. Right, yeah. She loves my impressions, yeah. Right. Brennan Martinez said, is Ciara moving here as well? You would like that, wouldn't you? Total Dallas, if I'm either team, yes. If I'm the players, no. Shit, I'm late. Pete Jones, what the fuck, man? Just kidding. House said, if I'm the Texans, based on age, I want picks too. Seahawks, I take it fast. Yeah, so that's kind of my thought process on this, because there were some rumors and rumblings and other banter going about that, well, why don't they just trade for each other? Why don't they just do something where it's like, hey, I'll send you our disgruntled QB, you send me your disgruntled QB. And if you did something like that, nobody's throwing in picks either way you go. Let's just be real. The Texans aren't sending picks with Deshaun Watson, and the Seahawks certainly aren't sending picks with Russell Wilson. But there is some discussion that's going on in the NFL about this. Oh, I notice when I lean forward, I go out of frame. Can't have that. You got to raise it up a little bit, Barry. So I feel like the real crux to the matter in all this is age, right? Russell Wilson's about 32 years old, I think. Deshaun Watson's, I think, 25, if I'm not mistaken. That's the big issue here, but you still have plenty of years left in Russell Wilson. Here's why I would say no if I'm the Texans. I would definitely say yes if I was the Seahawks. 1-for-1, no problem. But if I'm the Texans, I say no because of age. But more importantly, even if at 32, I think there are a lot of teams like the Saints that might do a 1-for-1 type deal or might bring in a Russell Wilson. Obviously, if you're really close to competing for a Super Bowl, then I would think you would do this trade. The Texans are not even remotely close to being ready for a Super Bowl. They're probably not going to make the playoffs for the next couple of years. So if I'm the Texans, I don't do this because what does Russell Wilson do? How much closer does he move you to a Super Bowl with, a half-ass line, no running game, no weapons, a shitty defense? You lost your best player from last year now. Like you're in full-on ass rebuild mode. So it wouldn't make sense to start and rebuild around Russell Wilson. It would make more sense to trade Deshaun Watson to a team that has picks, get a quarterback, and build around that new quarterback, but not a 32-year-old, top of his game, one of the best in the business quarterbacks, but you got nothing for him. So my answer to the question is, if I'm the Seahawks, yes, I do it 1-for-1. The Texans, no. Not because I don't like Russell Wilson and not because he's 32 years old. I'm just not close to I would rather have a 25-year-old stud quarterback like Deshaun Watson that I can continue to build around. So, doesn't make sense to me. Let me scroll through and see what some of the chat is saying. What's going on? Oh, is there something going on the... White Magic said, would that make Ciara the hottest Houston sports wife? Maybe. Right? Like, maybe. Truck Driver Bookie said, hell no, Watson would at least try to run on the 3-yard. Oh, yeah, Verlander's wife. Yeah, she's got a square body. There is no player in the league that would come to Houston unless they're guaranteed a buttload of money. I kind of feel like that. Like, this is a rebuild from the draft. You're not getting a ton of free agents. Rob Alexander said, I would prefer that the Texans get a boatload of picks and start over. Their problems are bigger than just their disgruntled QB. Joe Smith wife is pretty hot, too. Let's see. Well said. You do this only if you hate Russell Wilson. You know, that's probably a good point, too. Hey, listen. I not going to... Kate is overrated. Well, there's that. I mean... kind of agree. I need to update you guys. I was, as you know, every day at 2:30, Jerome Solomon joins me from the Houston Chronicle. Well, Jerome got his vaccine and he's not feeling well today. And so I wish him a speedy recovery. I hope he gets to feeling better soon. So no Jerome Solomon today. Hopefully he's back next Friday. So you're just going to have to make do. Thank goodness I have enough topics to discuss. So you're going to have to make do without Jerome for the rest of the day. And I know I look forward to it as much as you guys do. And this is also a fact. You dudes are too ugly to judge. No, listen, I'm ugly. Yes, I can still judge. It's free. I can just judge because you don't have to be handsome to judge. You just judge. And then when people are like, you're ugly, you go, yeah. And so is that person. So is that square-bodied person. So yeah, whatever. All right, here's the thing. A couple of things to update you guys on. Number one, we have a Madness in March challenge bracket thing going. That's not it. That's the wrong slide. Here you go. Go to yahoo.com. You want to get in on the Madness of March? See what I did? Because, money. Madness of March, yahoo.com. The league name is Barry on Deck. The group ID is 3797. The password is Deckhead. If you want to join us, if you want to pick some teams, I'll probably have a prize or two for the winner. I don't even know what it'll be yet. It's just for fun. Just hang out with your deckheads, talk some shit, have a reason to post on the Discord or whatever. So there is a March Madness. Damn it, I said it. Don't sue me, basketball. There is a March Madness tournament coming up is what I meant to say. And you should watch it. But as for us, we're doing a Madness of March bracket. Yeah, that's what? Who's smooth? This guy, nothing in here. I just drank ice. Okay. Speaking of drink, let's do the drinks now. Y'all know we drink every Friday, right? For those of you that are new to the show, maybe you're tuning in just now and you're going, what the fuck is going on with this mealy-mouthed bastard? It gets better. But every Friday, we drink. And since I'm so far removed from my first vaccine shot, Nora said that I get to drink in moderation. Little does she know, I don't know what that word means. So we're drinking today. And I don't have Bacardi Lime, but I do have Bacardi. So we're just going to drink some regular ass Bacardi. I wish I had a lime, but oh well. Let's go. And we do it ASMR style. So if you didn't know, we make it sexy when we drink on the show. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Oh, I usually even do the unboxing. Here we go. Oh, that's so, oh God. Oh, no. That's not good at all. It's going to be a rough show. Oh, I didn't do it by the thing. My bad. Oh, that's so hot. Oh, that's so hot! Wait for the stir, bitches. Wait for the stir. Ah! All right. This is going to be stout, to say the least. I might have put a little too much Bacardi, even for my standards. Oh, yeah. Goddamn. It's like doing a shot every time. Justin said I just busted my pipes. It might be my favorite part of the week is doing the ASMR drinking. I don't know why. Okay. Fidel said my basement is flooded. I know, right? I came 3 times making a drink. It happens. All right. Hey, real quick, I want to say thank you to everybody that participated in the $5 Friday already. Truck driver Pookie was in early with the $5 Friday. Katie was in early with the $5 Friday. D Mata was in. Called me a raggedly bitch. Raggedly. Not raggedly. Not raggedy. Raggedly. Raggedly, bitch. But I'm here for it. I am raggedly, all that. Lisa, thank you for the $20 $5 Friday. I very much appreciate you, my friend. You are the best. Thank you so much for your generosity. All of you. Sylvia, thank you for the $5 Friday. And Jen, thank you very much for the $5 Friday. You guys are all wonderful people. I appreciate you so much. Fidel Lamone with the Lamb Bomb icon, which I fucking love. Lamb Bomb! Barry will be wasted by the break. Well, I'm going to have to sip it. As you know, I don't eat. I eat 1 meal a day. So this Bacardi monstrosity will be on an empty stomach. So the chances of me being shithoused by the end of the show, pretty good. All right. What else we got going on? Oh, I got to do this because I'm excited to see my dude Braxton in the mix. We got a Patreon update for you guys. Oh, yeah, bitches. I got a Patreon update for you. First of all, we fell a little bit on the Patreon. We were at 121 last week or 2 weeks ago. We're at 118 now, which usually happens when the first of the month. It's the first of the month. That usually happens. Chris Householder, though, a couple of weeks ago, upgraded to the Sally Struthers level. Yeah, you guys don't even see that. You don't even know what that is. That's basically Joe Pro invented the Sally Struthers level. And it's basically you two can sponsor a fledgling YouTube fuckface for $1 a show. We do 20 shows a week. And House and Joe Pro upgraded their Patreon to, they went out to Norm. If you don't know, on the Patreon, there's a couple of different levels there. There's, hold on, what the hell's going on here? There's the $5 level and the $10 level, but I believe it allows you to kind of change the tiers, and Joe Pro figured out how to do it and upgraded himself to a $20 tier. And then the Lord Reverend Chris Householder III has done that now as well. So I appreciate you guys with the Sally Struther level. Thank you very much. Derek Abbey upgraded to a big deckhead because that official deckhead tier is actually going away. The one you see there, it'll be gone. And finally, welcome to the mix, to the Discord and to the Patreon, Braxton Phillips. Homie, good to have you. Thank you for your support of the show, man. We appreciate you. We love you. Welcome to the Discord. You're going to have fun. It's litty. Guys, if you're not joining the Patreon, it's super easy to sign up. All you got to do is go to patreon.com/Barry on Deck. I'm going to hit you with some real talk. I try to have fun. I try to bullshit. I try to keep this thing light, and we get serious. We have fun. Here's the deal. This thing is growing, right? But it's your support on Patreon that really allows me to do this show. It's the one thing, because it's the one constant for this show. Super chats will come and go in the week, and $5 Fridays, which you guys are always participating, but it fluctuates a little bit, and sponsors come and go. Like Hemp Vita, we haven't renewed yet. We're in discussions now. So, but this is the one thing, the one constant for this show that I can look at and say, all right, I know I know my peeps are holding me down for the month. So I just want you to know, if you do enjoy this show, if you're here every day, if you listen, if I bring you just a little bit of joy, maybe consider joining the Patreon. Like I said, it's not crazy. $5 a month. That's $1.50. Wait, 1, 2. Yeah, that's $1.50 a week to support the show. So I would just say, do it if you want to do it. If you like the show, I mean, of course I like you watching. You can be here no matter what. You don't have to be on the Patreon, but it is a way to support the show and hang out with your fellow deckheads. The Discord is the best part, I guarantee you. Yeah, Rob Alexander, big MMA weekend coming up. Are you going? I heard that the Fury fighting card that's going to be on the UFC Fight Pass is sold out. So I kind of wanted to go, but I'm not going to be able to. Sadly, though, I used to cover MMA here in Houston. And back in 2010 is when I started thecagedoor.net with Richard Burmaster. Unfortunately, I know 2 names on the card. That's how far removed I am from the Houston MMA scene. But Jacob Silva's my dude, and I hope he does well. I'm really looking forward to him getting to the UFC one day because I think it's going to happen. Also, I recognize Colton England on that Fury fight card. Those are the only 2 dudes I know. So, I mean, I can tell you about their fighting styles. The rest of them, I have no idea. But I do appreciate your super chat, man. Thank you for participating in $5 Friday. Joe Pro with the $5 Friday. He said, I forgot it was Friday earlier and didn't even get fired. Cheers. Good for you for not getting fired, Joe Pro. Good for you, buddy. Glad you got sent home. Reverend Lord Chris Householder III wants the $20 Sally Struthers tier changed to the Congo tier. Yeah, no. I like the Sally Struthers tier because it's sponsoring a fledgling YouTube fuckface for $1 a show. And that's how Joe Pro intended it. And by God, that's how it's going to be. Yeah, Robert's Court is the best part. I agree. Braxton just got on the Discord, so he's already making friends with Truck Driver Pookie and their anime dorks. So they're already docking and stuff. I don't know why that came out of my mouth. Boy, this is already hitting. Hey, real quick, one other thing I want to say thank you to P. Jones. Is P. Jones here? He did show up late, but he's here. Good. P. I just wanted to thank you guys. Yesterday after the show, P. Jones sent me $10 via Venmo and said, here, put this towards Katie's Special Pals bracket. So I will be doing that after the show today as well. I'll be sending her another $10. So I haven't even checked on where we're at on that, but you guys stepped up. I know they were over $500 the last time I saw, and that's because of you guys, and I love you. And Special Pals loved you, and Katie loves you, and all the dogs and cats that's going to help and save love you as well. So thank you, Deckheads, as usual, for stepping up and being the best. Oh my God. This isn't true. This isn't true. You don't know who the fuck Sally Struthers is? How? How the fuck do you not know? Sally Struthers used to be the chick. She was from, what show was she on? Was it All in the Family? Hold on. What show was Sally Struthers on? She used to make commercials where they would show, it was the original Arms of an Angel commercials where they would go to Africa and film starving kids in Ethiopia. And she would be standing next to them while they had flies on their face, hungry as fuck, and be like, see, for just $1 a day, you too can feed a poor, starving African. Cut. All right, let's get lunch. Let's go. Let's grab some. No, not you, sweetie. You're not on the cast and crew. You're just a poor African. Let's get lunch, everybody. Okay. That was the original. She was in All in the Family. That's okay. Yeah. She was the daughter in All in the Family. See, this is her. This is why this is a problem. This is who you don't send over to a country where they're hungry. And she's like, you guys are hungry? What? Why don't you just go to the grocery store? Huh? This is so stupid. That reminds me of a bit I wanted to write for stage where, this is true. But I got to figure out how to write this for the stage, but this is absolutely true. I was watching a TV show, kind of like, there was a crew, a TV crew, a host, if you will. And he was embedded with, I don't think it was Aboriginal. It was like I want to say it might've been in the Amazon. But it was in some indigenous peoples who had no contact with the outside world, don't know what the fucking email is. They still hunt and gather. They still make their own clothes. They still make their own huts from the resources that they have around them. They don't go down to Home Depot and buy some 2x4s. You know what I'm saying? So this crew gets embedded with these people and they go on a hunt with them. And they're like, okay, these guys in a world. They're like, okay, these people have to eat. We're going to go with them and see how they live their life. This is what. So the dudes go out eating squirrels and rabbits and birds and shit. And they take with them some jerky that they made from the previous hunt because they're gone for 8 and 10 hours at a time. And their sole mission while they're out there is to find something to kill to take back for the village to eat. Like legitimately the things you read about, these people are still doing. And they're happy doing it. This is their life. So you've got this dude embedded with them and a cameraman or 2 or 3 and this guy, he's watching them hunt. He's watching them do all these things with no tools, with the tools that they've made. And they sit down to make a fire and they're fucking rubbing a stick and and he's watching all this. And then he starts talking and it dawned on me that this guy never tells them about grocery stores. He doesn't bring them a fucking pack of matches. He's just letting them live their indigenous life without even offering any of the common amenities that we appreciate in the modern world, in modern civilization. He's not even like, hey, I see you've been trying to make that fire for 2 hours. Here, try this lighter. No, he doesn't do that. Could you imagine sitting around the campfire eating a squirrel with some corny ass white dude from Boston? And he's like, oh man, this squirrel is pretty good. They don't sell squirrel at the grocery store. And then one of the indigenous people's like, the fuck is the grocery store? And he's like, huh? The grocery store. They're like, yeah, we don't know what that is. He's like, oh no, it's a big place where there's all this food. And you go there. It's like 2 minutes from your house and you go there and you walk around and you just get food. You just put food in baskets and then you give some money and you leave and you have all this food and it takes like 5 minutes. You don't sweat. You're not having to climb trees and make arrows from scratch. And they're all going, you didn't bring us any of the food? He's like, what? Bro, you have grocery stores and you didn't bring us any food. Oh, I have some matches if you want those. Like, could you imagine the audacity? When these people find out that the rest of us don't have to hunt for food, I'm pretty sure they want to kill us all. You guys have matches and lighters and grocery stores? What the fuck? And you didn't bring us any of that stuff? Like, they didn't have tennis shoes on. They had I was like, those people are going to be so pissed if he even mentions any of that. But then I would love to see them get transplanted into modern civilization and they're just walking around HEB going, hey, excuse me, what aisle are the squirrels on? Sir, we don't carry squirrel. What? What kind of funky ass grocery store is this? You don't have squirrel? Well, where's the rabbit? Sir, we don't have rabbit. What? All right, well, just show me where the sticks and the flint rocks are. There's lighters at the register. It just blows my mind the difference between the two. All right, let's get back to it. And the leader's name is Jim Crow. Nope. I don't know what's going on in the chat. I don't care. So Sally Struthers, that was who I showed. What was she in? Sally Struthers. Television, the Smothers Brothers, a Tim Conway comedy hour, All in the Family. She was Gloria in All in the Family. Trying to see if there's anything else. Yeah, probably. But that was the big one she was known for. And making commercials with starving kids in Africa. Now, speaking of TV, and we're going to get to more sports, I promise. Shows all over the place. That's how we do it here on Barry on Deck. I tried to watch WandaVision last night. I got in bed. I'm working. I'm getting sleepy. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to work anymore. I just want to watch some TV. I've not watched TV in weeks. I just want to watch something, some Netflix or some Disney Plus or whatever. And everybody's been talking about WandaVision. WandaVision's the best. You got to watch WandaVision. So I was like, okay, I'm into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I'm watching WandaVision. I don't get it. What I'm an episode and a half into WandaVision, and I'm really struggling to see how any of you stuck around. I fell asleep, just dead ass. I got to put my laptop up. I don't understand it. I'm so confused right now. What is the point of this fucking show? What is the point of it? Like, I legitimately don't understand the concept of this show. You took two superheroes, and then I get the end, they cut away, and and by the way, they had the same mixer that I use in the final shot of the first episode in that scene. I was like, oh, that's my Rodecaster Pro. Anyways, I don't get it. I don't understand what's going on with this show. Is this supposed to be superheroes in the 50s? Are they trapped in a sitcom? Is the sitcom I don't understand the concept of this show. I know who they are. I know who Vision is. I know that the other chick is a superhero too. I remember that from Endgame and all that shit. I don't know. I mean, you could put Wonder Woman and Superman in there and I wouldn't know what the fuck still is going on. So I don't get it. I really don't. I'm going to keep watching it. And I'm not saying I hate it. I just don't understand it. That's all I'm saying. I don't get it. It's a weird concept. But I'm going to stick to it. I think, or what are we in? Season 3 already? But I'm going to stick to it. Yeah, I guess Superman and Lois Lane would be better. But Lois Lane's not a superhero, so it wouldn't be a 1-to-1 match of WandaVision. Wanda's a superhero. Wanda? I don't know. One's a superhero, the other's a superhero, and they're married. So if it wouldn't be Superman and Lois Lane because she's not. That's why I said Wonder Woman. Don't you fucking correct me on my show. I know what the fuck I said. I know what I meant, D-Mata. It's a dream sequence. Whoa, gee, fucking spoiler alert. God damn it, D-Mata. Why would you ruin that for me? Hey, one more thing. I mentioned the March Madness tournament coming up that you should watch. Also, you should get in our Madness of March bracket. We do have a fantasy baseball league that's forming. There's one slot left. If you're on the Discord, just go to the fantasy channel and there's the link is to join us there. So we need one more player. One of you out there, one of you raggedy bitches enjoys playing fantasy baseball. We have one spot left in the one league we are creating. So get on it. Just go to the Discord server and you can sign up for that. I think that covers everything. Yeah. No Jerome, warm-ups, got the first sports thing out of the way. Hey, let's talk about, let's do some more sports. We've bullshitted. What is this? Keep watching. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. What was I going to do? Where is it? Here it is. Here it is. This man is free. He got bought out. Well, they agreed on a buyout in Detroit between BlakeGriffin and the Detroit Pistons. If you had to guess, chat, sports folks, where would you guess BlakeGriffin is headed? What do you think the odds are? What do you think the odds are that he ends up in any of the following? Where do you think he's headed? Back to LA? Think he's going to be a Clipper again? I mean, that wouldn't be too far-fetched, right? Is he going to team up in Arizona with Chris Paul? Is he maybe headed to the Warriors, the Blazers, the Celtics, the Heat, the Lakers, the Nets? That is the number one name that's being floated about with where BlakeGriffin is going to land is the Brooklyn Nets. And that's, most people seem to feel like that the most, they stand the best odds of landing him. I'm sure they have a veterans exception and all the bullshit that they need. D-Mata says Indiana. That's not a bad guess either. Here are the names that are interested in bringing in Blake Griffin. The Lakers I mentioned, the Heat, the Warriors, the Blazers, the Celtics, and yes, even the Clippers. But the odds-on favorite are that he lands back in Brooklyn. Now, the interesting thing is, when you have to make sure that if you're one of these teams that Blake Griffin fits your MO. You know, it's like you can't add a square peg to a round hole. In some of these teams, Blake's really not a fit, especially if you're like, well, KD's been hurt or, this person's been hurt. Let's replace him or we'll have Blake Griffin as a guy. Well, number one, he's going to want to start probably. So there's that disruption that you have to consider. Number two, does he fit the mold of the style of offense and defense? If you're a perimeter shooting team, you probably don't want Blake Griffin. If you like to pick and roll and run and gun and let's be real, he hasn't been the same after the injury, so that's probably not even the best option to use him. I think some people are overly excited about what Blake Griffin's going to bring to the table. Not drunk. The interesting thing is his numbers are way down. I want to say he's averaging less than 13 points a game, less than 6 rebounds a game. For a guy that was making that much money, the fall off has been pretty tremendous, which is why if you're getting for the veterans minimum or an exception, a mid-level exception, not that big of a deal. You're not overpaying for him at this point. But I don't know how much insurance he really provides you. At this point, I think this is Blake Griffin chasing a ring. And I think this is other teams like the Nets or the Lakers or maybe even the Warriors adding some depth. But you don't look at him anymore. You don't look at him as the guy anymore. Virginia Buttonweed said PK is losing, but she's number 6 overall. That is dope. Goddamn, I love the deckheads. You guys are amazing. Total Dallas said Brooklyn, Lakers, Clippers. I dig that. Fidel said the Rockets, laughy face. No way. No way. Eric Gordon for Blake Griffin. Well, you don't have to do a trade because he's a free agent. He got bought out. The Detroit Pistons, they came to an agreement and said, and so he's been bought out. So his salary will be paid by Detroit, a certain amount. He gets just a lump sum, and he's free to go sign with another team somewhere. And Detroit's like, thank God. We're done with that dude. He's a shooter now. He's averaging less than 12 points a game. He ain't shooting. What is Blake's numbers? Blake Griffin. Let's look up his shooting percentage and his stats now. Because, let's see what exactly he's shooting this year. He's shooting. Wow. He's a shooter now, huh? 31% from 3-point range. 36% from the field. He's not a shooter. He's shooting 36% from the field. I'm legitimately looking at, God damn it, you're going to make me share my screen because you're like, no, I'm telling you, he's a shooter. Is he? Is he? Do these numbers scream shooter? Huh? Does that scream shooter? He's a 50% from the field guy for his career. The last 2 years, he shot 35 and 36% from field goal range. From 3-point land, 24 and 31. He's not a fucking shooter. He's a rich man's Ben Simmons at this point. He can dunk, but he can't even run. He might be a poor man's Ben Simmons because he can't run anymore. He's averaging 12 points. Look at the fall off. Don't sit there and tell me. He's averaging 12 points. Not a shooter. Not a shooter. And that's not even good for mid-range. If you're shooting 36% from mid-range, that's not good. I mean, with his inside-out game, where, I shouldn't even say inside-out game. He's a low-post game. He's a run-and-gun, dunk, low-post player. That's what he is. I said, I agree he fell off, didn't want to go to Detroit, and his game showed. Well, I mean, look. Now look at him. He's a buyout mid-level exception, so damage done. Blake used to be nice, but he was never the guy. No, he was never the guy, but he got paid like he was. He absolutely got paid like he was. One more thing, since Shock is here in honor of him, let's have a discussion about the Baltimore Ravens and the NFL. Now, not specifically about the Ravens, but this is a pretty interesting thing. The Ravens have suggested new rules for overtime, and I wanted to get your thoughts on this, chat. This is going to be interactive, so I'm going to need you fuckers to pay attention. I want your opinions on this, and I don't want no bullshit from anyone. That includes me. God, I love the angriest man in America, Jack Redney. That's a quote from him. All right, what the Ravens are proposing to the NFL, they're basically proposing a spot and choose idea for overtime. This is really interesting. Pay attention. They're saying that in overtime, instead of a coin toss and you pick whether you want to kick off or receive and what end of the field, what the Ravens are suggesting the NFL does for overtime is one team gets to choose where the ball will be spotted on the field. You could say 1 yard line. You could say 50-yard line, 20 yard, 35. I don't give a shit. Put it on the 47.5-yard line. But that team gets to choose where the ball goes, and then the other team gets to choose whether they want to be on offense or defense based on where the ball was spotted. I find it to be kind of interesting. It's a lot of strategery. So you got one team that's like, let's put the ball on the 20 going into the end zone. You got 20 yards for a touchdown. And then the other team goes, bet, we're going to be on, we'll be on offense. And then they're like, well, fuck. Now there's no sudden death after that, I believe. Hey, Eric Resendez, thank you for the super chat, buddy. Eric Resendez said, guess who is the last member of the baseball league? I am coming for the title. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Mr. Baseball himself, Eric Resendez, got the final slot in the baseball league. Good shit, homie. Better come up with a good name. My team name, it's real easy. Lamb Bombs. Because that's what we hit. What do y'all think of this? Let me read you some details about the proposal, because I want to make sure I get it right. It says, and this is according to NBC Sports Pro Football Talk, it works like this. One team picks the spot. Here, let me go to FlexCam. That way, while I'm reading it, and then you guys get to see all the fanciness. By the way, that's the TV Aaron Bingham donated for the kids. Thank you, Aaron. FlexCam, PS5. Say hi to house, buddy. It says it works like this. One team picks the spot of the ball to start overtime, and the other team chooses whether to play offense or defense. If the one team picks, for example, the offense's own 20-yard line, the opponent would then choose whether to play offense for their own 20 or to play defense, with the other team having the ball on its own 20. This would minimize greatly the impact of the coin toss. Under this proposal, the coin toss would be used only to give the team that wins the toss the right to pick the spot of the ball, along with the end zone to be defended or to choose offense or defense. So you can say, you know what, we want them to pick spot of the ball, and then we'll decide whether we go offense or defense. Or, no, we want to spot the ball, and then we want them to have to choose offense and defense. One source involved in the development of the proposal pointed out to Pro Football Talk it actually traces back to an idea articulated in 2003 by Michael David Smith, who at the time wrote for Insiders. It's believed in the break-even point would be the 13-yard line, which I find it interesting. Guess who's on board with this, chat? Bill Belichick. Yeah, the genius. Old Belly's on board with it. It says, under the two proposals made by the Ravens, overtime would proceed in sudden death fashion, with the first score be by either team ending the game and up to 10 minutes of extra time. So there is sudden death. I thought they said it wasn't. It is. If the game remains tied at that point, the game's outcome would be a tie. Under the other proposal favored, we're told by Patriots coach Bill Belichick, the game would continue for another 7 minutes and 30 seconds without a sudden death component. Whoever leads after the extra time has ended would be the winner. I think they need to get rid of the tie. There should not be a tie in sports, even soccer. Go to shootouts, right? Or go to penalty kicks or whatever. Yeah, not shootouts. That's hockey. Kick out? I don't know. I don't know soccer. What is soccer? It's a foreign language to me. But I don't think there should be a tie. Get rid of ties. No ties. If that's the case, then everybody kicks 50-yarders until you miss. Or 60-yarders. But it should be, there has to be a winner in a sports contest. Ties are fucking stupid. So if you want to go sudden death, I'm here for it. You know, I like this idea. I'd love to see it play out. It sounds very XFL-ish, but I'm still here for it. If you want to do it, do it. Let's see how it goes. But the one thing I don't want to see is a tie. It's dumb. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. Soccer is point-based. 1 point for a tie. Who gives a fuck? Are you telling me, Tony, and every other soccer fan out there that wants to support the concept of a tie, that you watch sports to see nothing happen? Because essentially with a tie, at the end, nothing happens moving forward. Yeah, there was some action in the game, but we don't know who the better team was. Ties, in my opinion, there's no place for ties in sports. That's why draws are infuriating in fight contests. One fighter had to have been better than the other in some way. Well, then let's go to a punch off. Wouldn't that be great? Could you imagine you just stand there like a slap, like a smack off thing? Where you just stand there and you're like, all right, you get one shot, hands behind your back. Let's go. You're like, oh shit, my turn. That's how you settle a fight. That would be dope. Soccer matters. Good. Nice, CC. I'm a soccer fan, but don't like ties. Josh, aka 713 Hooligan, said, if it's a tie, let the mascots box it out and see who gets the win. Okay. I would be good with that. I'd love to see Toro get kicked in the nuts. Oh my God. Yes. Because you know why? Fuck Toro. Everything about Texans. Fuck them. College OT, but from the 50. I like this idea of you pick the spot, they pick offense or defense. I do like that. Because now there is some strategery like, well, do we trust our offense? Do we trust our defense? If we put them on the 30, let's say it's Super Bowl, bitches. And let's say it's Chiefs Bucks. And the Bucks get to pick location. We're going to put the ball on the 30-yard line. And now the Chiefs get to pick offense or defense. Are you going to give Tom Brady the ball on the 30? Or are you going to give Patrick Mahomes the ball on the 30? You're definitely rocking with your guy, right? Or maybe you're like, the Ravens. Or maybe you are the Bucks and you're like, we don't give a shit. We trust our defense. I find the strategery in it very interesting, and I would love to see it. So I just thought I'd bring that up. Owners play Madden for the win. It's like, we won't know. We won't have a winner until tomorrow. Like, could you see the owners even trying to... Whatever owner could log into Madden should get the win. Cal might actually be Toro. He's like, Dad, can I wear the Bulls costume? Can I wear the Toro outfit, Dad? Huh? Can I? Can I please? Tony said, a tie does not define who is better. Lots of teams play league games, cup games. Who gives a fuck, Tony? No one gives. I'm not even reading the rest of that mumbo jumbo bullshit. No one gives a fuck about ties. We want winners. No one's ever like, man, I can't wait to sit down and watch this fucking game end in a tie. No one says that. Ties are ruining sports. Ties definitely ruined soccer for me. That and the game and the lack of scoring and the falling down and the crying and the lack of action and the complicated stuff. It's a whole thing. Wow, I just moved my whole monitor. What's going on here. Oh, shit, I'm having an earthquake in this bitch. I gotta stop touching shit. Can't touch things when you drink. Hey, before we get to the break real quick, guys, I'd like to tell you about Dan's Seafood and Wings. If you're not eating Dan's Seafood and Wings during crawfish season, you're messing up. It is some of the best crawfish in the city of Houston, hands down. Look, their popular items throughout the year are the boiled spicy shrimp and the lo mein. That is what, in fact, Francisco Abarca loves their lo mein. But they do have the boiled spicy shrimp, the New Orleans barbecue shrimp, and the grill platters. But I will tell you this. Are you going to Dan's on Sunday, CC? Oh, my God. Enjoy it. Have fun. You're going to love it. You guys get out there. CC, make sure you tell them, oh, my gosh, I heard about it on this amazing show called Barry on Deck. But get the crawfish. I had it for the Super Bowl watch party. Amazing. They've been putting boiled eggs because that's the new thing now. And look, pro tip, kids, pro tip. When you go to Dan's, ask them to mix the shrimp and the crawfish together. Get the boiled spicy shrimp and the crawfish, but have it all baked in the crawfish seasoning. The shrimp is to die for in the crawfish seasoning. I'm telling you that. You and Donna are going? Oh my God, you guys are awesome. I'm so excited about this. I cannot wait to hear your report because you're going to love Dan's crawfish. They've got other options for you. Garlic butter seasoning, mild, medium, extra spicy. Which location are you guys going to, CC? Are you going to the one on southwest side of town on South Gessner? Or are you headed over to the one on the northeast side of town on Uvalde? Yes, the crawfish is decent size, Tony. Yes. I go back and watch the watch party. I showed you the crawfish from Dan's on the watch party. It's amazing. So get out there and try it. They're going to the one on South Gessner. They're going to love it. You're going to love it. Try it. Eatatdans.com is the website. Eatatdans.com. Log on for more information and follow them on Instagram at eatatdans to see all the delicious food. Hey, guys, just us, you and me. Let's wrap for a second. Let's just talk. How many kids do you have? How many more do you want? Probably, I'm guessing a lot of you are like, oh, no more kids. Please, no more kids. Well, it's March. And the Y Factor wants you to finish the job, which is why if you're thinking about no more kids, then their no scalpel vasectomy is the way to go. Get a vasectomy for Valentine's. Get it for St. Patrick's Day. Valentine's is past. This is old copy. Get it for Easter. Hey, it has risen again, but you don't have to have any more kids. Look at houses like too many. Guys, there's a perfect example of a guy that's got 2 kids and he decided no more. He went to the Y Factor. House did. He got a vasectomy. He said it was painless. There was some minor discomfort, but that's it. Their communication was amazing. Pre and post-op, he couldn't be happier with the whole process, and you will too. If you are even considering getting a vasectomy because you don't want kids or you don't want any more kids, or you're like, all right, I'm tired of my wife having to do the birth control thing. I'm going to give her a break. This is the way to go. Finish the job. The procedure takes less than 15 minutes. You get back to work the next day. No needles, no scalpels. It's super easy. Go to the Y Factor. It's the yfactor.com is the website, the yfactor.com. Just talk to them about it. I'm not telling you go get snipped, but if you're considering it, give them a call. 832-210-2556, 832-210-2556, or log on to the yfactor.com for more info. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we still have lawn talk to discuss. My stomach is growling like crazy. We still have lawn talk. I'm not even halfway through this drink. We're going to chug. We got to sit on the corner and do some dope after the break. But the break video I have for you right now is last week's Barry on Sports. So enjoy that. We're going to take 5. I'm going to go pee. I'm going to go grab Oliver. We're going to sit on the corner and do some dope. We're going to watch a video. This is really going to be fascinating, I think. But I watched it and was amazed. Some chick found a hidden apartment behind her mirror in a bathroom in New York. Yeah, we're going to look at that and more right after this break. Don't go anywhere. This is Barry on Deck. I'm your host, Barry Laminack. We'll see you in 5.
Our next story is set in a cemetery. It has nothing to do with Halloween.
I'm Barry Laminack. And this isn't what happened in sports. Let's start in the NFL, where Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos is reportedly interested in owning an NFL team. Or maybe even the Texans. I already can't wait to see those jerseys. A popular Houston restaurant trolled the Houston Texans executive VP of football operations and the most hated sports person in Houston, Jack Easterby, by placing a sign on their tables that said, quote, "reserved for anybody other than Jack Easterby." Can you believe this though? They would actually allow Bill O'Brien to eat there. The NFL Hall of Fame announced that it is now home to Andy Reid's COVID face shield. Well, you're up next, Belichick sweater. Reggie Wayne made 6 Pro Bowls, had over 14,000 yards receiving, and the Hall of Fame is like, sorry, Reggie, not this year, but hey, how about this plexiglass covered in phlegm? Damn, even the mannequin looks embarrassed about this. Tom Brady recently posted a Twitter hype video where he mocked critics for saying he was washed up. Obviously, Brady can't get washed up without a nurse present, so it's not true. In their defense though, he did move to Florida and then got caught wandering into a stranger's house. If that was your relative, you'd be like, it's time to put Pops in a home. Seriously though, Brady just needs to let it go. I mean, come on, man, it's awful. It's just the constant seeking of approval and it just comes across as cheap and needy. The Washington football team is asking fans to submit ideas for a new name. The top 3 names right now, as suggested and voted on by fans, are horse shit, dog shit, and bullshit. In other sports news, Atlanta nightclubs are reportedly promoting the NBA All-Star Weekend despite safety warnings from Adam Silver and the Atlanta mayor. It should be an exciting night for the East and West wings of the hospital. So not only will Georgia be on your mind, but it'll be in your lungs and your bloodstream. Former Australian Olympic silver medalist swimmer Scott Miller was accused of running a crime syndicate that was busted with $1.6 million in meth. And for reference, here's what $1.6 million in meth looks like. To curb the risk of COVID outbreaks, a Canadian hockey team is living in their arena for the entire season, which will explain why next year one player's kids won't look like him. A Czech freediver set a world record by swimming 265 feet under the ice of a frozen lake. The previous record was held by a guy at the bottom of the lake. And finally, in a recent tweet, LeBron James said that he just might record a music album. I hear it'll be good traveling music, or something to just flop down and listen to. I mean, I'm guessing, like his hair, most of the lyrics will come off top of his head. I'm Barry Laminack. That's not what happened in sports. And bullshit. In other sports news, damn light went out. Right in the middle of filming. Me.
I got your bitch. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. They are to be ashamed. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Look at here. There you go. They're out here sharing marijuana. Look at here. There you go. The same old nasty ass people from last week. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner
Welcome back to hour number 2 of Barry on Deck. I'm your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for sticking around through the break. I very much appreciate you. Twerk off. Oh, your twerk is all off. I thought you wanted to have a twerk off. I was like, girl, you don't want none of this. You don't want none of this. I can't, girl. You don't even know. I make it bounce. You don't know. You don't know about this. You don't know what's up. Hey, Donna Rogers, thank you for the $10, $5 Friday. She said, here's $10 for Forgetful Friday. Oh, sweetie. Ain't nobody judging you. Love you, boo-boo. Very much appreciated. What? Hold on. I got a PayPal, too. Was that Alex Villanueva? I knew it, buddy. I love you, buddy. Thank you so much. Alex sent $10 on PayPal. Thank you so much for your donations, everybody, to the show. Thank you so much. Cece said she was tweaking, not twerking. Well, you know, it happens. Hour number 1 in the books. Our last hour of the show for the week to go. Still got a lot to discuss. I think I want to have more fun. I think we had a good time in hour 1, but let's have more fun and do more interesting stuff in hour number 2. Although some of you may disagree that includes lawn talk, but we do have lawn talk to get to because some of you are wondering weeds are growing and you're like, I don't know what to do about it. So we'll discuss a little bit about the weeds as well. Sorry, Oliver bailed on you. Apparently he was not feeling it today. Didn't want to be involved in the dancing. So, you know, fuck him. Okay. Oh, man. Still on the first drink. There was way too much alcohol in this drink. Okay. What are we doing? Let's see here. No sports. Hey, let's do this. There are people out there that are mad about this, and I don't really understand it. I want to ask you a question, chat. How do I want to do this? I don't want the whole thing. Hold on. Let me just grab this real quick. Let me just grab this screenshot real quick. I just want to ask you, what does this look like to you? That's all. I just want to know, what does this look like to you? I'm just going to put this on the screen. This is Amazon's logo. What does that look like? It just looks like a box with some tape on it, right? That's an Amazon box with some tape on it. Does that look like anything else? Huh? What are we looking at here, chat? Does that look like anything crazy to you? Is there anything hidden in here? Any subliminal messages? Like Jordan. That doesn't look like Jordan. What? What does this look like? A blue mohawk. Okay. I like it. A smiley face. Got it. It's awful. I hate it. I don't even know what that is. Somebody read the article. It's not Hitler. You guys are a bunch of fucking idiots. There is a push out there in the world. And if you said Hitler, you're a fucking puss. You are. You're a fucking idiot if you really believe that looked like Hitler. There are people out there that are saying that the Amazon logo on the left of your screen with the little triangles cut out is a Hitler mustache. And those people are fucking idiots. And if you really meant that in the chat, then I really mean you're a fucking idiot. You guys know me well enough to know that I'm all for let's not be offensive. But come on. Are we fucking serious? Is this what we're doing now? We look at an icon that Amazon created about shipping boxes, and then we go, oh, that's clearly Hitler. And so now they have to change it from the tape that you would normally to the fucking a folded bookmark. You have got to be kidding me. So let me just back on up here and point out the fucking idiots in the chat. D-Mata, fucking idiot. Truck driver, fucking idiot. Who else? G-Man, fucking idiot. Christopher Pelk, fucking idiot. Tony Garza, that's kind of hot. It's clearly my wiener. Katie's hairline. Oh, god damn. Mo, squad wipe. Wow. Bart Simpson? Okay. It's a dick. No. Guys, if seriously, if you said Hitler, you're a fucking moron if you believed it. But there are legitimately people that were upset about this. We're like, oh, this new Amazon thing looks like Hitler. What? What are we doing? Here's the thing. Yes, it looks like the tape that was cut from a tape gun. That's exactly what the fuck it is. I would have never thought Hitler. I swear to you, you could have given me a month, 8 hours a day, 30 days. I wouldn't have got Hitler from that at all. But there are people out there on social media that were like, oh my God, that is obviously Hitler. And those people are fucking pussies. They're morons. They're idiots. And maybe that's the Bacardi talking when I start yelling the P word. Listen, I'm all for getting worked up over something that's offensive. I think everybody that watches this show knows that. But hey, hipsters. I was going to say millennials, but I don't even know. It's probably millennials. Let's be real. Hey, millennials. Hey, hipsters. Calm the fuck down. Not everything is a subliminal message. Certainly not a goddamn icon on a phone. And if you saw Hitler in that, it's because you wanted to see Hitler in that. People are fucking idiots. Sometimes I see an article like that and I think we're doomed. We're fucking doomed. The whole goddamn country is doomed because there's fucking morons out there with a voice, with the ability to type and people read it. And these fucking idiots have a voice and can say, oh, well, this is very clearly Hitler. Well, you're very clearly a fucking idiot. It's the dumbest goddamn thing, I swear. So next thing you're going to be like somebody said in the chat, oh, it looks like Bart Simpson's hair. Is that what we're dealing with now? Bart Simpson's hair is Hitler's mustache? Jesus Christ. $713, who can say, hey, Barry, how about you stop yelling Hitler and you idiot together? I had to turn down the speakers and roll up the windows. Okay, my bad, Josh. My bad. Roll your window back down. Roll the window back down, Josh. Turn up the show. I'll give you a second. Roll the window back down. I'm sorry. I know. I get it. Roll the window down. Turn the show back up. Hey, everybody. This guy's got a small dick right here in the car. This guy over here. Hey, everybody, look at me. I have a small dick. There you go. D-Modest said, I'm upset that Disney Plus pulled Dumbo. Oh, my God. No. What? Because they said it is racist. What? How is Dumbo racist? Oh, my God. G-Man said, I don't understand how it even got enough traction to cause Amazon to change it. It's these goddamn kids today. It's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh shit, Special Pals at 8:53. Nice. I like it. Wow. Yeah, I want to know what's racist about Dumbo too. Damn youth today. I've been sitting on that story for a couple days. I kept forgetting to get to it. But what could be racist? Is he like, if you're not gray, then you don't matter? Because Dumbo was gray, right? If you take black and you take white and you combine it, that's gray. Now I know there's brown and other colors of the race rainbow. What the fuck is racist about Dumbo? Oh, well, that would do it. Well, that'll do it. Now, so Dumbo himself wasn't racist. There are crows doing minstrel shows. Okay, I get it. All right, that I understand. Hey, let's do something not stupid because if you really saw Hitler, you're a fucking moron. For real. You're a fucking idiot. But I have something good for you to watch. I have something fun for you to watch. When it's senior day in basketball, sometimes what they'll do is they'll take a person that's been loyal to the program for 4 or 5 years. Maybe they're a senior now in college basketball, and they'll put them on the squad. And that happened at Texas Tech. There was a guy, they put squad. They were like, he was a student manager. And his name, hold on, I'm going to get his name here for you. Ty Larson. So Ty Larson is a student manager at Texas Tech on the basketball program. And they were like, hey, Ty, we're going to put you on the team for a day. Ty's like, great. That sounds really cool. I get to sit on the bench with the players in uniform. The coach is like, yeah, isn't that cool? He's like, yeah, that's cool. All right, you still got to do manager shit. No problem. So they give him a spot on the squad. They put him at the end of the bench. He's number 13 down there, or 15, whatever college basketball is. No one cares. And then Tech goes on to an absolute blowout. So their coach puts old Ty in the game.
Game, John. You bring in student manager Ty Larson. His following's about to go up. Played 2 seasons at Eastern
And he
Wyoming.
draws a charge
this morning, and he goes out and picks up a charge. How fitting that you go out and pick up a charge for the Texas Tech Red Raiders.
For the student manager, no.
How dope is that? He's playing Iowa State, so it's not like he's playing, some bullshit-ass Division 9 team or none of that bullshit. They put him in the game, and old chunky buddy gets a charge. That is fucking dope. Look, let's watch it one more time, because that is cool as shit. I love it. I'm here for this kind of shit.
John. You bring in student manager Ty Larson. His following's about to go up. Played 2 seasons
look how excited he is. Look how excited the team is.
He goes out and picks up a charge. How fitting that you go out and pick up a charge for the Texas Tech Red Raiders.
By the way, I like that he wore the t-shirt, because he's probably like flabby arms like me. He's like, no, I got to rock the t-shirt, fam. Look, he played D2 ball? No shit. Well, look at him. Why would you not play? Why would you not continue to play? That don't make no sense. He drew the charge, though. That's fucking outstanding. Oh, well, that kind of ruins it if he did play, though. I thought he was just like some scrub off the streets like you, White Magic. Way to ruin the whole segment. Sometimes I hate you so much. Jesus, can we just have a little fun on this show without White Magic ruining everything? Ugh, unbelievable. Bro, Joe Pro, when I played ball up until 8th grade, my sole job was to go in and just get fouls. Not get fouls, give fouls. I was such a bad basketball player. My job would just go in and coach would be like, hey, Laminack, go play some defense. Sometimes he would even do that. I'd be like, all right, I'm just going in there and foul the shit out of people until I fouled out. You mean that wasn't White Magic? No, that was White Tragic. I mean, same thing. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Andy August says, I took a charge in my living room and I didn't play any level of basketball. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Oh my goodness. Okay, another video for you guys. This is not sports related, Andy, but this is fascinating. So you have to watch this, my friend. So there's a woman that lives in New York City. And by the way, I don't know that I would ever want to live in New York City. There's just so many reasons not to. I have visited. It's a nice place to visit. I wouldn't want to live in New York City. But this lady lives there. Now, this is a 4-minute video. This was a 4-part thing on TikTok. But it starts off because she's in her apartment and it's cold. And she's like, man, there's a draft. I don't know where this draft is coming from. So I've already watched this. I'm not going to pretend like I haven't. Obviously, I had to cut it up and get it ready for the show. But I want you guys to watch this video and tell me Your thoughts. Does this freak you out? What happened to White Magic? Why is he getting a timeout? Oh, Jesus. No, you wouldn't have. No, you wouldn't have. Oh my God. I just don't get it. Why do I even give you the platform? Oh my God. Here, check this apartment out.
I'm in my New York City apartment and it's cold, right? Obviously, it doesn't matter how high the heat goes. I'm cold, right? So I walk into my bathroom. Right here, I feel cold air blowing on me. There's not a vent or anything. So I feel here and there's cold air coming through this hole. So I tape it up. I don't know why there's cold air coming through here, but we're not having it. I stand here and look at that. You can see my hair blowing in the cold wind. So I start searching, right? Okay, there's a vent up there, nothing's coming out. There's a little bit of air coming out of this light switch, but there's not enough air to blow this hard on me. You can't see it now. Look at it, they blow in. So I start feeling, and the air is coming from the mirror. Okay, and I realize the mirror moves. Let me show you what I found in my New York City bathroom.
Holy shit!
You're kidding.
No, seriously.
Okay.
This is crazy. Who does this? What? Who does this?
Just the electrical. Oh, no. There's a room back there.
No way. So what if someone's...
That's kind of creepy.
like...
Let's be real. That's kind of fucking
They
creepy.
can fill it on either side of this hole.
Have you watched the movie Parasite?
I need more answers.
Could you
I have to go
imagine?
in and figure out what is on the other side
Could you
of
imagine?
my bathroom. Like, what if someone's living in there?
Right?
Do you think my hips can fit through here? Okay, are you ready?
I really don't think...
John, are you gonna be there for me or not?
I'll be here.
Ready?
Yes.
What if I can't fit through here? I think I can. So we'll throw this over there, and we'll use that as a platform.
It's... Oh my god.
This is so fucking weird.
Mean it when you swing it.
She did.
Give that texture. God, please take care of me.
Joe Pro, gotta flash thing that bitch and check the corners. Squaw wipe.
Oh, your hip's not gonna make it.
Her hips are definitely too wide for that.
Straddling.
She's
the
flexible at
floor.
least. At least she's flexible.
John, I'm touching something.
She's like, I'm touching something. It's the damn body.
They're actually doing it.
Yo, would you do this, ladies? Would you go in there?
I think the pipe can hold me. Oh my god.
She's actually in.
Okay, John, stay right here.
You're in the other side of the dimension.
On the other side of the dimension.
Scared. My hammer.
All right, here we go. Part 4.
Is there a wrong way to hold a hammer to kill somebody? No.
It's a whole apartment.
No.
So basically, she's like, nah, I'm out on that shit, bro.
Okay, so there's his wife.
So I think basically what we saw was that they cut the holes on both sides. So it's a full ass apartment, but it's an apartment under construction.
Wow, this is a whole other apartment.
But what's weird is like, are they not fixing? Is it going to be inhabited? Yeah, it's a neighboring apartment, but it's being renovated.
Made out
Exactly.
alive. My landlord's getting a really fun phone call tomorrow.
But at first you're like, what the fuck is going on? And then when you start to think about it, if you live in an apartment complex, it wouldn't be crazy to cut a hole in your wall and then they cut a hole in their wall and you're into the next apartment. And that's basically what happened here. Like that bathroom, usually in apartment complexes, the spaces mirror each other, right? On one side and the other. So her bathroom and his bathroom, or the opposite bathroom, they kind of mirrored each other, right? But still, why are there two holes like that? And they're just going to put a mirror, like, that doesn't make sense. Why would you not sheetrock that up and cover it? Put some insulation in there And why in New York City do you have an apartment that's not being rented? That's fucking weird. It reminded me of the Upside Down from Stranger Things. I was like, oh shit, this bitch is going into the Upside Down. P. Jones said, I put a claymore down just in case. Joe, this is how white girls get killed in every horror movie. Oh my God. What is this? Tammy, we should investigate. Yeah, let's go. No, it's nothing. My dad is rich. We can go look. There's no fucking way I would have gone through that hole. No way. I probably would have missed it. But yeah, if it was just that one, now the house, that would have been the creepy part. If it was just like that one little room and that's it, then it would have been like, what the fuck? Was this a dungeon? What is this on the other side of this mirror? But the fact that it was basically just on the other side of her bathroom mirror was another bathroom in an apartment that's being renovated. By the fourth one, I lost it. But I feel like the first three are very suspenseful. Very good storytelling. And then you're like, I'm not going in there. Jessica said, I was scared for her that it was a two-way mirror. Could you imagine? People just looking at your titties all day? Oh my God. Joe Bro said, yeah, where's the firewall? That is bullshit. Exactly. Like you just fucking too open. No. You're listening to them fart and shit and all that on the other side. No. Speaking of that, there was a post on City Life in Boston Magazine where they were talking about bathrooms. And depending on where you live, you know, chances are your bathroom at least has one door, right? You shut the door to the bathroom, but depending on where you live, maybe it's an apartment, maybe it's a house, but your shitter might have its own little room with a bathroom. Some places don't. They're like the toilet is next to the tub or the shower or whatever. That's how it was in our other house. Okay. That's how it is in in our guest bathroom. All the guest bathrooms. The shitter is next to the shower or the tub. But what do you think about an open concept bathroom where there's no door to the bathroom? In other words, you see that little space heater thing on your screen? That little cutout opening in the wall? On the other side of that is the bedroom. So while you're laying in bed, your significant other's like, oh, I gotta poop. And then they go in and they're hidden by frosted glass, but poop noises abound. There's no hiding the smell. There's no hiding the noise. There's no shutting a door for privacy. If this is the wave of the future, fuck the future. I do not. Listen, I need, yes, particles that float in the air. See, I think that's been debunked, but I was a big believer that poop particles float and get on your toothbrush. And then I read science and they said no. But this is still a problem for me. Look, not to get too crude and too gross with bathroom humor. I want some privacy. I think most people want their privacy. Chicks especially. Ladies, think about this for a second. You're married. You want your man just laying in bed and be like looking over and you're just sitting there on the pot like, hey, I'll cook in a minute. The stomach is kind of messed up. Could you not look at me? This is really awkward right now. It's fucking weird. Why Magic said it looks like barracks. It does. But if this is the new thing sweeping the no thanks. No, I need my privacy. I want to shut the door. It's my 5 minutes of alone time. And ladies are like, I don't even want to fart in front of you. Now you got to shit in front of them? No, it's weird. So I saw that. And I was like, what kind of weird bullshit? Who's coming up with this? Now they did have a fancy looking bathroom. That was a little bit different of an open concept, but that kind of open concept? No, thank you, fam. No, thank you at all. I guess I owe you guys. Let's just go ahead and do it now. I don't want to get too far into the show without doing this. Every Friday on Barry on Deck, we do lawn talk because it's a passion of mine, and a lot of you enjoy talking about your lawns and working in them and fixing them. So this week for lawn talk, I got a question from Total Dallas on the Discord server, and Total Dallas wanted to know, is now the time for basic, as little effort as possible weed and feed? You know what I mean? Like, some of you guys have weeds in your yard, even though it looks like maybe your St. Augustine is dead, the weeds are starting to grow again. First things first, let's be real clear about weed and feed. Weed and feed, as publicized by Scott's, for example. A lot of these products like that, and Scott's in particular, have what's called atrazine in it. Atrazine will kill your trees. So what I don't want you to do is to use a weed and feed, specifically ones that have atrazine in them. Now, there are a few companies that make weed and feed without atrazine. If you want to use that, fine. But don't do it because it can damage your trees, because a lot of you don't prevent it from getting around your trees. You got to keep a certain distance from your trees if you're going to use a traditional weed and feed. But the question really is it time to kill the weeds? There's no real set time to not kill weeds. What you really need to be asking is, when do I prevent weeds from happening in the first place? So you need to get on a pre-emergent herbicide regimen. And you need to figure out what kind of weeds you have, when do they germinate, and you need to be out ahead of that. So yeah, you need to kill weeds. If you want to kill weeds, if you want to get a weed killer, there's a bunch of different kinds. There's some makers that I recommend, like Fertilome, Nitrofos, Bonite makes a really good ultra weed beater for southern lawns, is a really good one right now. If you can get, it's called Weed Beater Ultra for southern lawns. If you can get it right now and use it while temperatures are low in the 70s and 80s, you're in good shape. Some of these weed killers, especially the spray-on liquid ones, which is what I use and what I recommend you use, will damage your grass if it's too hot. So if you go out and get a Bonite, which is, I only use Bonite to kill weeds. It's Weed Beater Ultra or Weed Beater for southern lawns. The Ultra needs to be used in a certain temperature. The southern lawns can be used in July and August. So right now, I'll go get my Weed Beater Ultra. I'll get out in the yard this weekend and I'll spray all the weeds and it'll kill it. But you got to be careful. You got to read the instructions. But that's what I recommend you do. Please don't use the weed and feed. Please. It's going to damage your trees. It's going to damage your bushes, your shrubs. So avoid that. Get your Weed Beater Ultra. Put it at the end of your hose, your spray-on hose, and just spray it out there. Your weeds will be dead. If you have a stubborn weeds, if you have problems, I use Celsius. It's very expensive, but you can mix it up in a container and a sprayer and spray the weeds individually. And that's what I recommend. Yeah, there are pet-friendly weed killers, but you know what? If you let it sit for 24 hours, if you can just spray sections at a time, Ray, maybe do the front, since I know the layout. Maybe do the front and keep him contained to the back for a day or so and just let it sit in. But some of these are, some of these aren't. You can do organic if you're worried about Blue, which is Ray's dog, you guys. But yeah, if you're worried about pets, you can always go organic. So there are certain weed killers that are organic that you can use. I'm not a big organic guy, so I don't know. But I think you're okay once you let it dry, and you should be good to go. In fact, let's see. I'll Google it. Weed Beater Ultra Pets. Let's see what it says. Is Bonite Weed Beater Ultra harmful for pets? Bonite Weed Beater Ultra is pet safe if used as directed on the label. Pets should not be present during treatment. So let it dry. Once the product has had time to dry completely, pets can resume normal activity. So spray it, keep Blue in the back. Once it dries, good to go. No, Joe Pro, don't blow torch your yard. It's not going to be good. So Bonite Weed Beater Ultra. I wish they were a sponsor of the show because the shit works great, but you got to make sure on temperature. And I hope that answers your question. If you have a lawn talk question, put hashtag lawn talk in the chat. I'm happy to answer it. We're not going to carry this for the whole show, but that was the lawn talk question for the day. So thank you, Total Dallas, for the question. All right. How many of you drink coffee? How many of you are coffee? I know Huggins is a big coffee drinker. I drink coffee every day. What? Closed mouths don't get fed, Barry. Ask them. What are you talking about? Oh, the sponsorship. Yeah, I do need to. I'm so bad about emailing companies. And where are my coffee drinkers at? Put a hand up in the chat. Donna is. Marcia. White Magic only drinks Dr. Pepper. This is going to make you fat, bro. As much as I pretend like I don't like you, I don't want you to be fat and get diabetes. Stop drinking Dr. Pepper. Rev House says, every goddamn day, all day. CC drinks coffee, Total Dallas. Sean doesn't like coffee. Okay, not all of you are. P. Jones, no coffee. Tony Garza does. Juan, Truck and Taco. Justin Swinford, I start every morning with 2 14-ounce cups of coffee. I put 5 equal in each cup. I drink it. I make another one. I'm done. Nora just bought an espresso, so now she's big on making lattes and mochas and all that shit. Joe Pro said it's not really a day without coffee. Alex is sometimes coffee is morning, afternoon, and one before bed. How do you drink coffee before bed? That shit'll keep you up. High as you can, Eric Resendez. That's a simple answer. Lawn Talk, how low or high should we cut the yard? As high as your mower will go. That's the level you set it at. Never change it. You're good to go. So the kind of coffee that you drink says a lot about you, according to this survey of coffee drinkers. So how many of you, I know you drink coffee. How many of you are cold coffee drinkers? So Justin says, I'm a cold brew guy. Nora likes cold brew. She will not drink hot coffee. Nora absolutely will not drink a cup of hot coffee. She will drink cold brewed coffee though. I, on the other hand, will not. I've tried cold coffee one time. It was awful. I didn't like it. When I taste the flavor of coffee, I need it warm. It has to be warm. Damn, look at Christopher Jones. 1 coffee a day. No soft drinks. Just water or scotch. There you go. Oh, good shit, Donna. You know, my weekend coffee includes Crown Royal salted caramel. Good stuff. A study of 2,000 coffee drinkers compared the lifestyles of hot coffee drinkers versus cold coffee drinkers. This is what they found. On average, those who preferred cold brew and iced coffee are more likely to prefer sunny weather, 40%. They're more likely to binge watch science fiction shows like Unsolved Mysteries and are more likely to be part of the Gen Z crowd. Meanwhile, hot coffee drinkers are extroverts, prefer overcast weather, enjoy comedy shows like Schitt's Creek, blast Taylor Swift, and they're a boomer. 94% of people over the age of 56 want a hot mug of coffee. So basically what they're saying is old people drink hot coffee, young people drink cold coffee. Old people like overcast days. Young people like sunny days. As far as your zodiac sign, water or air zodiac signs drink cold coffee. Fire or earth zodiac signs drink hot coffee. And look, it makes sense. Coffee drinkers coming up, there was no cold coffee. It was all, hey, see there, dame, get you a cup of coffee. See, we're going to go down to the cafe. We're going to get a cup of coffee for a nickel. See, and we're going to sit there with our hat on and we're going to talk about things. See? And I kind of feel like that's the case. Like cold coffee is a newer, younger thing. For the most part. I'm an old man, I guess, when it comes to coffee because I only want to drink hot coffee. Even in the day, night, day, whatever, hot, cold. I don't know. Yeah, see, get your cup of Joe, see? Get out there and get your cup of Joe and you tackle the day, see? Some other things it said, all coffee drinkers agree they would rather give up social media, 22%, TV, 18%. Alcohol, 16% versus coffee. So 16% of you watching this right now that drink coffee would rather stop drinking alcohol than to give up your morning cup of joe. Do we have 16% in the chat that would say this? I feel like with the Deckheads, we're a pretty rowdy drinking bunch. I don't believe that to be the case. 18% would rather give up TV than their coffee. I don't believe that either. And social media, I would agree with. Jen said, kiss my ass. I need my vodka. House would say he would rather stop alcohol. He'd rather give up Mike's Hard Lemonade than coffee. 43% of people have tried to recreate their favorite coffee order at home within the past year. How many of you have? Have you tried to recreate a Starbucks drink in your house? 1 in 3 coffee drinkers have tried their hand at creating a latte art at home, like a heart or some bullshit like that. Nora made me a latte. If you missed my Twitter, I had a great joke. Nora's like, hey, babe, do you want a latte? I was like, no, but I'll take a little tay. Hey! Nailed it. I know. I hate me too. She was not impressed at all. Jeff Bell, thank you for the super chat. He said $5 Friday, and whoever stole my laptop out of my van, you're the worst. Oh, no. I fucking hate thieves, Jeff Bell. Oh, my God. I'm so sorry that happened to you. That is fucking infuriating. That is the worst thing in the world. When you're minding your own business, just out here doing your job, doing your thing every day, you go out to your fucking van and somebody steals your laptop. Fuck that person. I hope their dick falls off. I'm going to assume it was a dude. Chicks usually don't steal. So I'm going to assume it was a guy, and I hope his dick falls off. Like, I hope he's like at the pawn shop. Like, hey, I got this HP laptop. How much you... The fuck? How much for this laptop and this dick? Because it just fell off. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Seriously, I hate people so much. I hate them so much. It's just awful. Thieves are the worst people on the planet. The worst. Jen said, I steal hearts. So many things to say. 58% of coffee drinkers try different types of plant-based milks. Is that like almond milk and shit? 39% tried almond milk. 34% tried oat milk. There you go. Oat milk. I've never heard of oat milk. That doesn't sound good. 30% tried soy and 13% tried hemp. Just give me a good old coffee mate. I don't need milk. Just give me some coffee mate. White Magic said I installed GPS on my PS5. Oh, man. I love coffee. Nora bought this Nespresso, you guys, and I'm super pumped about it. But the problem is, somebody told me that the Nespresso things are expensive on Amazon. Whether they make generics. I think it was Shock was telling me, God damn, how much did she pay for this thing? The packs are $35 for 50? That's a lot. I don't know. I got to find some keto-friendly cream and some keto-friendly sugar. Barry, Google bear milk. What? Is this, do they milk a bear? They're just like, ow! They're like, oh no, man, we got to get some milk. Trying to fight a bear to milk him out of his titties. What the fuck is bear milk? If this is something stupid, I'm going to be angry as fuck at you, White Magic. Grizzly milk. Bear milk is the most nutrient-rich milk in the animal kingdom, unseating Bengal tiger milk by a factor of 7.3. Extraction from both animals is equally perilous. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me right now? This is a real fucking thing. Let me share my screen. Look what we're looking at here, folks. Apparently, people are out here milking bears. We've redefined what it means to be all natural. This isn't some super hipster drink from Silicon Valley. It's harvested and bottled straight from the source in Grand Peaks, Montana. Y'all want to watch the video, chat? You want to watch this? Are they fucking milking bears? I kind of want to see this video. How long is it? Let's see.
Major
7
support
minutes.
for this evening's Big Sky Field Guide comes from Cloud and Gauge, the Montana Ecological Trust Foundation, and from viewers like you.
All right, hold on. Hold the phone. Hold on just a second here. I feel like this guy's trying to make the voice like the Coors Banquet beer guy. That was definitely not him, but I feel like he's trying to make that voice. Listen again. Tell me that this guy isn't...
Major support for this evening's Big Sky Field Guide comes from Cloud and Gauge, the Montana Ecological Trust Foundation, and from viewers like you.
That's a goddamn... That is such horse shit. You're a fraud. Get out of here. You're not the Coors Banquet guy. Who is the Coors Banquet guy, though? What is it? His name is, Sam Elliott. That's who they're trying to be, you guys. They're trying to be Sam Elliott. Look. Listen.
Major support for this evening's Big Sky Field Guide comes from Cloud and Gauge, the Montana Ecological Trust Foundation, and from viewers like you.
Get the fuck out of here. He's not even a poor man Sam Elliott. He's a broke-ass Sam Elliott. All right, let's go.
In this week's segment of Big Sky Field Guide.
Very few people know you can milk a wild grizzly.
This has to be fake. Holy shit.
Go.
Yeah, this is 100%
Welcome
fake.
to grizzly milk.
1000% fake. Right? Come on. Ain't nobody out here fucking milking a grizzly bear.
Welcome to Big Sky Field Guide. I'm your host, Grant Goodeve.
Get out of here,
In
Grant.
some 2 decades of...
Come on, just milk the goddamn bear already, would you?
Begins now.
Oh my God.
My brother and I, we grew up in these woods. We know every inch of this landscape. That's what keeps us alive.
Yeah.
Through a family history, rich in reverence of and reliance on the rugged Montana wilderness.
This is a 600-pounder.
Okay, this is awful. That was fucking terrible. Nope, can't do it. I thought I would give it a shot. Sometimes you strike gold when you're live and you play a video like that and you're like, oh, this is interesting. That was fucking terrible. Thanks, White Magic. Oh my God. Milking a bear. That was stupid. What do I have left? I got the apartment done. Oh, can we talk a little sports for just a sec? Yeah, that was fake as shit, Marsha. That's my bad. Listen, sometimes you roll the dice, you come up craps. They did the All-Star draft. They did the All-Star NBA draft. And unfortunately, Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert were drafted last. Wow. And they were like, well, what's going on? So I don't know if you know this or not, but Donovan Mitchell was in the news recently because he was complaining about Utah and the Utah Jazz organization not getting the respect it deserves from officials, from the league, from fans, from everybody. He feels like Utah is the most disrespected organization in basketball. And that actually might be true. But they had the draft between KD and LeBron James for the All-Star game. Giannis was the first pick. The last 2 picks in the NBA All-Star draft were Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert. The very last 2 players chosen. And they felt disrespected again. They're the number 1 team in basketball, or they have the best record in basketball. And they're like, yeah, this ain't cool. So LeBron comes out and makes a statement about it. The draft was conducted on Wednesday. LeBron picked first, and he took Giannis. But he came out and said the following. There is no slander to the Utah Jazz. You guys have to understand that just like in a video game growing up, we never played with the Jazz. Even with as greats as Karl Malone and John Stockton were, we would never pick those guys in video games. Ever. I mean, he's not lying. Let's be real. For those of you that play NBA 2K, do you sit down and you're like, man, I can't wait to be the Jazz? Unless you're a Jazz fan, unless you live in Utah, nobody picks the Jazz. It's like saying who sits down to be the Sacramento Kings. Nobody. I still think, though, somebody's got to go last, right? Somebody's going to get picked last in the All-Star team. That's just how it is. And they're going to feel disrespected, and that's okay. And usually it should be the alternate that gets picked last, right? But in this case, it was a spider. It was Donovan Mitchell, and it was the Stifle Tower, Rudy Gobert. I don't know that they were the two worst out of the All-Stars, to be honest with you. The problem is, though, we talked about this a couple days ago about drafting the All-Star. Who you got first? Who you taking? I said my number one pick is James Harden because I want scorers. I want guys that can create off the dribble, that can knock down a three, that can create, that can distribute the basketball to create more offense, that can drive the lane, that can knock down a mid-range jumper. I want guys that can put the ball in the hole. I don't need a guy at the rim blocking shots like Rudy Gobert. That doesn't surprise me that he would go last. But Donovan, the last two, is a bit more surprising. So James selected Steph Curry, Luka Doncic, Nikola Jokic, and Giannis. Joining Kyrie Irving on Kevin Durant's team, because you know Durant's got to be like, okay. Joel Embiid, Kawhi Leonard, Bradley Beal, Jason Tatum. Other reserves on Team LeBron are Ben Simmons, Chris Paul, Jaylen Brown, Paul George, Domantas Sabonis, and Rudy Gobert. Durant's reserves, Devin Booker, Zion Williamson, Zach LaVine, Julius Randle, Nikola Vucevic, and Donovan Mitchell. Where did I miss where Harden went? What the hell just happened there? No. Why are we playing that? Hold on. Oh, Durant had his first pick and chose James Harden. Okay. That makes sense. I thought he went Kyrie Irving first. They must have. Yeah. So here's your full Team LeBron. I'll just put this on the screen. I think that's easier. Here's your full All-Star rosters. Let me move that away. So Team LeBron is LeBron, Giannis, Steph, Luka, the Joker, Dame, Ben Simmons, Chris Paul, Jaylen Brown, Paul George, Domantas Sabonis, and Rudy Gobert. Kevin Durant's team, obviously he picked the Nets. Kyrie Irving, Joel Embiid. Oh, so it was Irving first. So the first reserve was James Harden. Ooh, that's kind of juicy. Is that a slap in the face? Yeah, Kyrie was first pick. I feel like that's kind of a slap in the face a little bit. Kyrie, Joel Embiid, Kawhi Leonard, Bradley Beal, Jason Tatum was Durant's team. James Harden, Devin Booker, Zion Williamson, Zach LaVine, Julius Randle, Vucevic, and Donovan Mitchell. Who's got the better team, chat? Who you got? Who's a better team? When I look at this, if I had to pick who I think has the better overall basketball team from start to finish, including the captains now, you have got to absolutely include LeBron and KD on this. Ooh, that's tough, man. I think I like Durant's team better. Although, man, with Steph, I don't feel like LeBron's team doesn't have enough outside shooting for me. I mean, you do have Steph, Luka can knock down a 3, Dame, but man, you got scorers and shooters on Kevin Durant's team because, Durant can obviously do it inside and out. You got Kyrie, Joel Embiid can knock down a 3. Kawhi, Bradley Beal, Jason Tatum, James Harden, Devin Booker. Like all of these cats, a lot of them can shoot from the 3 and create off the dribble. There's some, Giannis ain't doing that. Ben Simmons ain't doing that. Sabonis, Rudy Gobert ain't doing that. So I just feel like there's more shooters, more scorers on Kevin Durant's team. I'll take Durant all day, every day. Not a COVID cough. Rev said, oh, look, Barry picks the team with Harden over the team with Paul. Where's KD when you need him to be enraged? Ben and Rudy are the only ones who can't shoot. I feel like White Magic would argue with his own dick. He'd be like, no! First of all, you're going to sit here and tell me Giannis can shoot? You were the same motherfucker that tried to convince me that fucking BlakeGriffin can shoot until I pulled up his goddamn shooting percentage. White Magic, I'm going to need you to pack up all your shit, put it in a nice travel bag, one with a zipper that has a lock on the end of it. And if it has pockets on the side, that's great because that's more of your stuff you can fit in there. But put it all in this one bag, zip it up tight, lock it, put all your shit in the side pockets, and then get the fuck out of here. Because I know that you like to pretend like you know everything about basketball, but Giannis can't fucking shoot. Oh my God. I don't know why I give you so much fucking... You exhaust me sometimes. Exhaust me. Why? Why? All right, let's get the fuck out of here. I'm ready to go eat. It took me 2 hours to drink that one drink. Wow. That was too heavy. Hey, enjoy your weekend, you guys. I love you to death, including White Magic. He knows that. I just like talking shit to him because he's got shitty takes. Blake Griffin's a shooter. Giannis is a shooter. Yeah.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Hey, White Magic.
Pull up your pants, take off the paw, and be a man.
Y'all enjoy your weekend, everybody. I love you so much. No one gives a fuck how. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you on Monday. Thanks for hanging with me. Sorry Oliver didn't want to hang. Oh, nice, Fidel. That'll be fun, man. I'm doing yard work all weekend. And working, of course. Hey, do me a favor. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Do like Aaron J. Bryan said. Give it a thumbs up. All the support is appreciated as we move forward. I love you guys. I'll see you on Monday. Do me 3 favors this weekend. Be safe. Be kind. And most importantly, love each other. And I'll see y'all Monday. Daddy's making a YouTube video!